I wonder how many of you know that right now, as we speak, there is a movement sweeping across the world known as the Semicolon Project. And it is with great pride that I can say I'm part of it. Just as Forrest Gump so famously described, life is like a box of chocolates. You never truly know what you're going to get. I too have discovered that life, like chocolates, can be wrapped so deceptively. Let me tell you about my box of chocolates. I have experienced many flavours throughout my life, though the birth of my 4 children has brought me my sweetest by far. Another wonderful flavour from my box of chocolates was when my eldest son enlisted in the Royal Australian Navy as a submariner. I can still picture him at his swearing-in ceremony, looking at me, smiling at me, showing me his dimples. This flavour is still so wonderfully vivid in my memory. Perhaps one of my favourite chocolates was when I was accepted into the Bachelor of Education program at USQ. Considering that I didn't finish school and yet now I achieve top marks, is proof to me that if you want something bad enough and you're willing to work hard enough, you can and will achieve it. I have 5 subjects left out of 32, graduate next year, and plan on working in rural and remote communities where hopefully I can make a difference. But remember, you never truly know what your next chocolate may be like. This year, I experienced a sample from my box of chocolates that was so bitter that it changed my life as I knew it forever. It changed many lives forever. On the 15th of June, one of my closest friends decided to not live with depression any longer. She ended her own life and closed her box of chocolates forever. I will never understand why I had to taste this chocolate. I will never understand why one of my best friends chose this path when she had so much to give and so many people who loved her. Her children, her grandchildren, me. This left me feeling that perhaps I wasn't the loyal friend that I thought I was. Me, the one who had talked her out of doing this heartbreaking act once before. I foolishly thought I could support her forever. And perhaps I could have had she confided in me again. But it was too late, and I was angry. I was angry at her. How could she give up, give in, and surrender? I was angry at myself. How could I be so blind? Did I fail her? Not only was there anger, there was grief to deal with. And for the first time I realised that families right across the world deal with this every day. Every day, families right across the world experience the same bitterness from their box of chocolates. When the bitter taste lifted, I knew that I had to do something to raise awareness of the impact of suicide. And it was then that I heard of the Semicolon Project. And to truly participate, I had a semicolon tattooed onto my wrist. What, you may ask? A punctuation mark tattooed onto my body? But wait, let me explain. The semicolon means to pause, but to move on, to not give up, to not give in, and not surrender. For those of us who have adopted this tattoo, it is a constant reminder to us that we do not give up, no matter what flavour we're experiencing from our box of chocolates. because our box of chocolates is far from finished. We also carry a visible message that people can ask about and discuss the impact of suicide. And perhaps, just perhaps, if people talk about this, we may help ease the pain. Thank you, Forrest Gump, for your unique and positive perspective on life.